Today, I think we're going to have the most outrageous recording I have ever made. This is based on an article that was published on MSN, and you, I think, are going to be shocked at how brazen, how just cold-bloodedly this article advocates processed food addiction. It's really written by, must be a processed food addiction master, a processed food merchant, because it is a very good description of how to make processed food addiction worse and keep you in the cravings. All right, so let's get on it. This is the article. This is the title of the article. It is an actual article. I'm an RD, and these are the 5 things I wish I'd known about intuitive eating back when I was stuck in diet culture. Now, I don't want to diss intuitive eating because I think eating and really paying attention to eating is really great. But this is something that was so twisted. I mean, when you see these, you just think about the words that come to mind when you see the suggestions, the recommendations in this article. The writer is named Sarah Schlichter. She's a master's of public health and a registered dietitian. So, what does this article look like? You'll see. The processed food industry is working to retain its market of people who have been given addiction to processed foods. So, the processed food industry, using the tobacco model, worked really hard to get us addicted. And it doesn't want us to get free. And you can see that so clearly in this article. So this is really an article about how to make sure you don't escape from processed food addiction. Here are the things that she right off the bat she says are okay. It's okay to eat when not hungry. Oh my gosh. So this is recreational use. Eating when not hungry is one of the diagnostic criteria for processed food addiction. This author must have gone through, how do you create food addiction? Oh, yes. Eat when not hungry. That's avoiding withdrawal. That is got nothing to do with nourishing yourself. And there they go. It's okay to eat for social connection, handling emotions, nostalgic reasons, or for taste hunger. And these are forms of hunger that quench other needs. This is drug use. This is not eating food. These are things you do when you are using drugs. These are the goals of using drugs. Here's another one. It's good to eat for reasons other than health. It's okay to use, and so that's what that's saying. It's okay to use food as drugs. You have permission to eat for reasons outside of nutrition. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is drug use. They're coaching us on how to use food as drugs. And then here's another quote: food doesn't have to be labeled as healthy or not healthy. And we know from Rob Lustig's book, Metabolical, processed foods attack cell function in 8 ways. Okay, maybe not healthy is not the right label because dangerous is the right label. This is just outrageous. And this is right after that quote. It doesn't have to be labeled as healthy or not healthy. Then there's this quote, and this is coming from a registered dietitian. So, we love dietitians. We have dietitians in our program. This is just a trying to validate, trying to lend some credibility to an absolutely outrageous, sick. I mean, the word that kept coming to mind as I was working on this is just plain old evil. This is just the processed food industry taking a page from tobacco. Tobacco, oh, there's not enough evidence for cancer, things like that. It's just the most egregious, outrageous, bald gaslighting. Okay, junk food versus real food. Now let's read this together really carefully. Neither option is right or wrong, but one may lead to feeling better the rest of the day. So when you think about that for 2 or 3 nanoseconds, what is that statement saying? It's not wrong to feel sick. So this is normalizing the dreadful, the painful consequences. And this is another indication of an addiction when you are eating in spite of knowledge of consequences, or you're using drugs in spite of knowledge of consequences. But it's not wrong. This is saying, oh, that's okay. Okay, you can eat in spite of knowledge of consequences. No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not wrong. I'm sorry, but that is just, I don't have a word for it. Now, here's another quote. Thinking about food constantly is a sign of undereating. You're not eating enough. If you're thinking about food constantly, oh, it must be because you're not eating enough. Dang, those are cravings, which is a sign of addiction. So it's like this article, this author just kind of like looked over the new work on food addiction, got into the diagnostic criteria, and just thought about, oh, how can I make these terrible, terrible aspects of processed food use? How can I normalize them and remove just the label of, oh my gosh, this is wrong. So here's my don't. My don't is don't read mainstream media when it comes to food. Their revenue comes from the processed food industry and the pharmaceutical industry and the weight loss industry and the entertainment industry. All of these industries that are working so hard to keep us craving and sick because it is profitable. Do go and listen to the ARC videos. Log into the ARC video library often at foodaddictionreset.com. You have to be a member of the ARC, which is just the safest place on this planet to be these days. You know us. You can join the ARC at foodaddictionreset.com. Just click on Join the ARC. Or you can always email us at info@processedfoodaddiction.com. Please train with us. I am looking for people who are willing to help the next person. We have an incredible training, and you can learn more at foodaddictionrecoveryadvocate.com. And it is it's a part-time job. It's a side gig. You make a little bit of money at it. And email us also at info@processedfoodaddiction.com. We are surrounded by insanity in the real world. We just advocate living in a virtual world where people are speaking truth, and you can heal, and you can heal some more, and then you can heal after that. You do not have to live with cravings and being attracted to dangerous foods and being sick from them. You don't have to live that way. I've been working hard since 1996. At this recording, that's 28 and a half years, so that I could give you space in which to create an extraordinary life. Come join us. I'm waiting for you. I hope I hear from you. This is such a joy to get out from under the burden of diet-related diseases. It's great to be in the sunlight of the truth as we know it from research. And it's great to take your health into your own hands. So let me hear from you. I appreciate you. Take care.